Good morning, everybody, and welcome. My name is Archana Datta, and I will be helping to anchor this entire event today. Software Technology Parks of India, STPI, was set up in 1991 as an autonomous society under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MeitY. STPI's main objective has been the promotion of software exports from the country. STPI plays a pivotal role in igniting the startup ecosystem in India. Established by the Indian government, STPI serves as a catalyst for innovation and technological advancement in the country. STPI has been in the unsung hero behind India's entrepreneurial spirit. It nurtures startups, fosters technological advancements, and simplifies regulatory hurdles, all in the pursuit of igniting innovation and propelling India's startup ecosystem to greater heights. Just as STPI has been key in igniting innovation and fueling Indian startups, I am delighted to invite the present dignitaries on the stage for lighting of the lamp. May I please request Shri Arvind Kumarji, Director General STPI, to come up on the stage, please. May I request Mr. Alok Mittal, co-founder Indifi Technologies and President TIE, Director NCR, to come on the stage, please. May I request Dr. Saurabh Srivastava, Chairman Emeritus, TIE Delhi-NCR and co-founder India Angel Network, to come on the stage, please. We can greet them with a round of applause. They are dignitaries who are amongst us, so thank you for cheering for them. May I request two of our investor partners, Mr. Ashok Singh, Executive Vice President, Investor Relations, Mumbai Angels, and Mr. Prem, Barthasarathy, Managing Partner, Pontaq Ventures, India LLP, to join us on the stage. I also want to request Shri Sushil Pal, Joint Secretary MeitY, our chief guest for today. Please give a round of applause. Shri S. Krishnan, Secretary MeitY, to join us on the stage, please. And of course, I request Manjusha Chaurasya ji, Scientist E, MeitY, to join us. So please welcome them with a round of applause. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I request Sri Arvind Kumarji to welcome Sri S. Krishnan with a bouquet. May I please get the bouquet on the stage? Thank you. Sri Arvind Kumarji to welcome Sri S. Krishnan with a bouquet. Please, let's give them a round of applause. I now request Senior Director STPI, Dr. Devesh Tyagi, to welcome Dr. Saurabh Srivastava with a bouquet. Can we give them a round of applause again, please? May I request Dr. Devesh Tyagi to welcome Shri Arvind Kumar with a bouquet now. Thank you. Let's just please give them a round of applause again. Thank you. May I request Shri Subodh Sanchan, Director STPI, to welcome Shri Sushil Pal with a bouquet now. Thank you so much, sir. Please welcome. I now request Dr. Devesh Tyagi to welcome Mr. Alok Mittal with a bouquet. Thank you for coming on the stage and welcoming Mr. Alok Mittal. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Thank you. May I request Shri Subodh Sanchan to welcome Mr. Ashok Singh with a bouquet, please. Can we give them a round of applause? Show some energy. Thank you so much. May I request Shri Subodh Sanchan to welcome Mr. Prem Barthasarathy with a bouquet, please. Thank you. I now request Shri Subodh Sanchan to welcome Ms. Manjusha Chaurasia with a bouquet, please. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, to start this auspicious event today, may I request all the dignitaries to come together for lighting of the lamp. Thank you, everyone. The lighting of the lamp, in fact, brings in a lot of warmth and unity, and I think that's very proud of being in the Indian tradition. So starting off, I will request Shri Arvind Kumar ji to please come on the stage to deliver the welcome address. Shri Arvind Kumar ji is the Director General of Software Technology Parks of India, STPI, which has been providing, he's been providing leadership as the head of the organization since December 2021. His vision and leadership has been instrumental in path-breaking progress of STPI. Before joining STPI, he has been with Telecom Regulatory Authority of India since 2004. As advisory of TRI, he has worked on various subjects such as broadband, data security, and privacy issues, manufacturing, DTH, IPTV, TV broadcasting, and OTT. Prior to that, he has served the Government of India's Premier Technology Center, CDOT, in various capacities in 1997. So, sir, please, your address. Thank you.
Thank you, Archana. Good morning. Today's chief guest and Secretary to Government of India in Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, S. Krishnanji, Joint Secretary in Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Sri Sushil Palji, Chairman TIE Delhi-NCR and co-founder Indian Angel Network, Dr. Saurabh Srivastava ji, co-founder Indian Technologies and President TIE Delhi, Sri Alok Mittal ji, Prem, Managing Partner Pontaq, Executive Vice President Investor Relations, Sri Ashok Singh ji, my colleague Manjusha, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to heartily welcome each and everybody sitting in this room. Just to brief why we have curated this program. In fact, last year we launched a program called Building the Next Unicorn, Mission to USA. And this program has three-tier approach. We have conducted pitching session across the country. We have covered 10 states. We selected a startup which has potential to global. Then we have national conclave here in Delhi, which has been inaugurated by Cabinet Minister sometime, I think, in November 2022 itself. Then those 33 startups which has been selected from national conclave, they visited USA. 29 startups went physically and 4 have joined pitch session virtually. Investors from USA appreciated the very basic problem-solving approach displayed by the startups for social cause and shows their inclination for future tie-ups. Though objective of that very startup initiative got fulfilled, but we found somewhere when I visited USA, later part, which is sometime in May, and I met a lot of investors there. They told, though, we got very good problem-solving approach by the startups. They have a lot of energy, their ideas are good. But anyhow, those 25 startups could not get attraction, they could not get any lead. Just perhaps they need more mentorship. They are generally from tier 2, tier 3 cities. And something which is lacking is mentorship. And that is precisely the reason we have curated this program, which is focused on two things. One is more on mentorship, and another is co-investment. Further to brief, we have launched a program called Next Generation Incubation Scheme, which is meant for tier 2, tier 3 cities. 12 cities, this program is being run by STPI. Here we have programs called Chunotis. We select through Open Challenge program, various startups. Then we fund through a fund manager, 25 lakh rupees to each startup. Further invested follow-on fund by our fund manager. And this scheme we are running since around 2 years. To make that scheme very and more useful for the startup, we are going to launch this program. It is called Leap Ahead. Before telling more about the Leap Ahead, let us see what the STPI strength is. We have 63 centers across the country. Out of those, 55 centers are in tier 2, tier 3 cities. We are running 22 domain-specific center for entrepreneurship, which is from AR, VR, artificial intelligence, blockchain, ESDM, IoT. These all 22 center for entrepreneurship is being run by STPI across the country, so that these domain-specific Center for Entrepreneurs has been created by MeitY, so that not only that a startup gets benefit from their own idea, they also have good peer learning in their growth stage. This program Leap Ahead will benefit from the range of advantages, including master classes, group sessions, mentorship, and focus on essential areas like establishing a product market fit, customer adoption spectrum, growth hacking, business compliances, leadership recruitment, and fundraising. It is expected that around 75 plus startups to be mentored and made investment ready. Through this 3-month intensive mentoring program, and 15 plus startup to be provided funding support of up to rupees 1 crore in co-investment model. This will be a pan-India STPI initiative to select tech startups for high-quality mentorship. securing investment, and establishing global connections. This will be partnership by TIE Delhi-NCR, TIE Silicon Valley, and Badwani Foundation. Apart from this launch of this Leap Ahead program, we are also going to give award to some of the startup who has been selected in our program. It's called Build for Bharat, IoT Startup Challenge program, which has been run in collaboration with GeoThinks Private Limited. Apart from that, we have also made a report on the role of Digital India and opportunity ahead from startup to scale up. This report will also be launched today in this program. Today, with this inauguration of Leap Ahead initiative, I anticipate that technology startup will gain entry into the market, experience rapid growth, expand new regions, and diversify their product offerings. That's all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I have to lower the mic, of course. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, Shri Arvind Kumarji, for this note of starting off this amazing conference. Now, of course, we have the Next Generation Incubation Scheme, or NGIS, which is a futuristic and comprehensive incubation scheme entrusted by MeitY to STPI for implementation. NGIS has a vision to promote and support innovative startups working towards software product development, including embedded electronics, through a synergized pan-India approach. NGIS focuses on startups from 12 Tier 2 locations across India. NGIS offerings encompass the following: physical incentives, mentoring support, financial incentives. Let us look at NGIS role and achievements. And now I really request the panel here to play a video depicting the NGIS journey. Thank you so much. Please have a look and enjoy. It's for the future of things to come, so we can give another applause to this absolutely great initiative. Thank you very much for showcasing that. Definitely, it is something which is 360 degrees a look into the NGIS and its stellar achievements. I would now request Mr. Alok Mittal to address the audience. Mr. Alok Mittal is the co-founder for Indifi, a platform for enabling debt financing for small businesses. He served as the president of Digital Lenders Association of India from 2017 to 18. He is also a very active angel investor, co-founder of Indian Angel Network, and currently president of TIE, the Indus Entrepreneurs Delhi-NCR. Please put your hands together and let's welcome Alok on the stage.
Thanks, everyone. Secretary Mr. Krishnan, JS Sushil ji, Arvind ji, my esteemed colleagues and partners from the startup ecosystem. It's an absolute honor to be here, and I'm very excited about the launch of this program. I think one thing that appeals to me really about this is how Arvind ji described that STPI has done stuff in this area before, and last year we launched a program which, in some measure, was not successful. And I think that delights me. The spirit that something is not as successful as we wanted it to be, but we have the resilience to come back, reimagine this, and take another shot at it, I think is at the core of entrepreneurship. And I'm amazed to see that happen in the government system. As private sector entrepreneurs, we are used to failing and rising again. But if this is the kind of support that we can see come from STPI, from MeitY, I think we will get this right. TIE itself has had the ethos of going and enabling ecosystems before they're ready. Globally, TIE started more than 30 years back when the support for entrepreneurship globally was not as forthcoming, especially for Indian entrepreneurs globally, which was at that point an excluded audience. Today, we have 15,000 members across 56 chapters in 14 countries. 1999 is when TIE Delhi-NCR and TIE India was established. At that time, there was very little support for Indian entrepreneurs in India, especially the brand of entrepreneurs that we identify with today, that all of you represent and support. Today, we have 22 chapters in India, and it has been our inclination to keep going to sectors and geographies where there is meaningful ecosystem development role to be conducted. So again, this program ties in very well with what TIE stands for. As part of this, we will identify 75 companies that will go through a 3-month mentorship program. We've been running a venture studio format now for about 10 years, where we take entrepreneurs through this program and essentially help them as they build. It's a very much learn by doing philosophy. And while 75 entrepreneurs will benefit from them, and we are expecting 15 or so to get funded through that, as part of this initiative, we will also take the showcases themselves to 30 plus cities. Many of the cities that are supported by STPI, we will conduct 3 startup summits. So the spillover effects of this kind of a program go much beyond just the entrepreneurs that we will directly support. And at TIE Delhi-NCR, we feel privileged to have this opportunity of working with STPI in furthering this program. As I mentioned, we are 22 chapters of TIE in Delhi, in India. And to that extent, we are really bringing the collective power of all the chapters of TIE to bear in execution of this program. We hope this is start of a great collaboration. As I said, I'm sure we will stumble, but I'm sure we'll win. And India will be known not as a country with 3 or 4 startup hubs, but literally with dozens of startup hubs, and a place where aspirations of any entrepreneur, regardless of where they are based, regardless of which community or gender they come from, they have the adequate support to fulfill it. So thank you so much for providing us with this opportunity, and we look forward to the program.
I think that's a lot of things coming from TIE, and thank you, Alok, for also being here and this special address today. I now invite Dr. Saurabh Srivastava to deliver a special message to us. Dr. Saurabh Srivastava is one of India's leading entrepreneurs, investors, and institution builders. The President of India has awarded him the Padma Shri in recognition of his contribution to the creation of vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem in India, and Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has presented him an award for his contribution to the Indian IT industry. He co-founded and chaired key institutions of modern India focused on IT and entrepreneurship, the IT industry body NASSCOM, India Venture Capital Association, TIE, and India Angel Network. So, Dr. Saurabh Srivastava, please, the mic is all yours. We all want to hear you. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me well at the back? Yeah. Secretary Krishnan, Mr. Arvind, Kumar, members on the dais and friends. Thank you very much for calling me here today. And it is always a pleasure to be at any event which relates to STPI. And there's a reason for that. And I'll take you back because STPI has been involved in nurturing and supporting entrepreneurship now for over 3 decades. So most of us don't know, in '88, around the time that I co-founded NASSCOM, it used to take us over a year to get the necessary permissions to start a company. So Mr. Mittal, who came in as secretary of what was then MeitY and later the CVC, he had the vision of creating STPI. And he invited me and a few others, members from NASSCOM board, to design what STPI should be. And then he implemented it. Today, that industry, which was $55 million in '88, is $250 billion. STPI is the single most important reason. And I've continued to be involved with STPI, chairing, being chief mentor for many of centers of excellence. But the other thing I salute STPI for is with the software services industry, the original startup industry, having solved its issues, it reinvented itself to look at supporting entrepreneurship across a much wider range of technologies, products, all kinds of things. And it has been doing a phenomenal job. And so I'm delighted to be here for that reason. I'm also delighted to be here because, when you want a startup revolution, founders alone cannot do it. They need a supportive ecosystem. This is the reason why Silicon Valley is successful today. And that's what STPI has been doing. Over the last 7-8 years, the government has become very supportive and has done a slew of enabling policies, a fund of funds, many other things to create that ecosystem. But government alone cannot create that ecosystem. You need the private sector as well. And that's why I'm delighted that today STPI is tying up with TIE. TIE is another body that have been involved in from the time of its creation in Silicon Valley in 1992. We brought it to India in 2000. Alok and I co-founded TIE Delhi, which is now the star in the 60 chapters of TIE globally. Consistently wins the Best Chapter Award. And TIE is a unique methodology. It's based on the Indian old Guru Shishya tradition. Those of us who've been successful give our time, our money to mentor those who are not. And basically, we've created an ecosystem where we bring together a community of founders, investors, advisors, mentors, etc., and try to ensure that we give founders the tools, the knowledge, and access to the kind of resources they need to scale and grow. And I would say today that if there are 100,000 startups, from barely a few hundred 2 decades ago, TIE Delhi has had a role in it. And so I'm delighted with that partnership. And the third partnership I'm delighted about too is that with the Indian Angel Network. Because money, funding, is the lifeblood for startups. And yes, they have friends and family, they go through an incubation, but between there and a VC who would write them a $10 million check, there's a gap. You need organizations focused on angel investing, which may be 50 lakhs or 2 or 3 crores, and early stage VC funds who will then put in the 5 or 10 crores. And that's why I'm delighted that the Indian Angel Network, which is another body which Alok and I are co-founders on, which started in 2006 when there was no angel investing in India, is also become a partner of STPI. Because there, what you provide is not just money, but mentoring and market access. So these are people who've built successful companies, know the mistakes they've made. So apart from money, they put their time, they put their effort, they connect them to their own network of business partners and help companies scale and grow. So to my mind, what STPI is doing now is creating all the partnerships that creates a complete ecosystem and that would effectively encourage innovation, entrepreneurship, and economic growth. So I'm delighted to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Definitely, we need a lot of learnings, and from that, I think we all learn in the ecosystem. We are so glad that a platform like this is coming up together, which is empowering so many entrepreneurs and the ecosystem for India to grow. That was a very beautiful start. To meet the growing demand of startups seeking additional funding opportunities, STPI, in collaboration with TIE Delhi-NCR, a global not-for-profit organization dedicated to fostering entrepreneurship and a prestigious group of investors, is launching Leap Ahead. Leap Ahead is launch for tech entrepreneurs towards accelerated growth and pioneering ahead, a pan-India initiative to select tech startups. This is a remarkable opportunity for startups to accelerate their growth. Indeed, some of the best funds across the country are collaborating as partners for this program in order to scout and fund some of the most high potential and path-breaking startups from across the country. I would now invite Mr. Ashok Singh, Executive Vice President, Investor Relations, Mumbai Angels, to share his thoughts. Just about Mr. Ashok Singh, he has 14 plus years of experience in financial services sector in India and Europe. He specializes in account management, business development, relationship management, client servicing, fundraising, and investor relations. Mr. Ashok Singh, please welcome and please share your note with the audience. Sorry? Yes. Can we give him a round of applause, please?
A very good morning, and firstly, thanks to STPI and TIE for having me here. I firmly believe that India currently is at the junction which China was 10 years back and what the Silicon Valley was 20 years back. And, we are... Mumbai Angels is very proud to partner with STPI for the Leap Ahead program. This is to kind of encourage and promote tech entrepreneurship in the country. Just to give you a little bit of background about Mumbai Angels, we are probably one of the oldest angel investing platforms in the country. We started in 2006. We invest in early stage ventures, typically companies looking to raise anywhere between 1 CR to 3 CR. Most of them would have a tech element because those are easier to scale up. Our portfolio currently consists of over 230 early stage investments, and we've got over 100 exits, composite IRR of 37% and 2 unicorns in our portfolio. I think with this partnership with STPI for the Leap Ahead program, we want to kind of commit to foster entrepreneurship and the growth of the overall ecosystem. I think STPI has done a brilliant job in getting together almost all the key players within the ecosystem and some of the ways how they can help startups across the country. I think it's a very common question which I get from a lot of folks. What's the most critical thing a startup requires to succeed? I think the simple term is access. So one is, of course, access to capital. Secondly is access to mentorship. Then it's access to market. So, and then lastly, access to infrastructure and talent. I think through this program, STPI, along with all my peers in the industry, have managed to, formulate this. So I'm very glad to be a part of this and looking forward to the next 10 years of growth within the startup ecosystem in the country. Thank you so much.
I think that was a wonderful sum up of providing access, and I think we all know that this is going to be so important for the startup ecosystem. So thank you so much, Ashok, again. I would now request Mr. Prem Barthasarathy, Managing Partner, Pontaq Ventures Limited, to come on the stage and, of course, give us a note of his thoughts on it. Just to tell you all about Mr. Prem Barthasarathy, he founded Pontaq, the first UK-India innovation fund in history to cross-pollinate technology between UK and India. He defined and executed the overall strategy for Pontaq I, that is technology transfer from UK to India and vice versa. Prem has fostered partnerships with many private organizations and governments and has been instrumental in Pontaq's expansion into India and US. So welcome, Prem. We'll be wanting to hear from you. Thank you.
Good morning, members of the dais, investors, potential portfolio companies, existing portfolio companies, welcome. Mankind is a very unique race. A race which is on a constant race to become the next big thing. Now, let me give an example. Centuries ago, we traded rice, wheat, black pepper as a barter system. But then how do you value one commodity with the other? That led to the generation of coins. They made their foray in. And long before money started losing its value, the coins started adding weight into our pockets. Then came the next evolution, currency in the form of paper, counterfeit notes. As a problem, we evolved to plastic currency, digital wallets, and finally now crypto. So what's important about this transition or this next big thing race is that with every passing moment, mankind was moved to the next phase through innovation at that point in time. Innovation that was prevalent and was relevant at that point in time. Mankind today is in its next stage of evolution, what we call a radical evolution. This radical evolution is delivering progression at pace, is trying to preserve the problems of this very progression that mankind is creating. And at the same time, it's also embracing equality between the people across the world so that we don't have anybody left behind in this race. Now, to put things in context, let's talk about progression. Progression in the field of healthcare. Imagine you are able to diagnose, screen, and predict 110 diseases with 99.3% accuracy in less than 1 minute. Do we have Africus? Anybody from Africus here? That's one of STPI's portfolio companies under the NGIS program. And that company has not only done that, they've also been able to, they do need kudos, yes. Also been able to identify 4,000 people in the remote tribal villages of India who actually had pulmonary heart disease in less than 2 weeks, screening 10,000 people. That is one of the successes of this program. Again, progression in the field of education. Do we have learning matters here? There you go, Gauri is there. India has got 650,000 villages. 800 million people live in villages, which requires consistent training, consistent education. Now, again, with the global demand for workforce from India being one of the youngest countries in the world, there's a consistent requirement for English. So how do you train English to the students and more so the teachers? Alexa teaches, thanks to Learning Matters, they've been able to identify and train 60,000 students from across the country. And now they're expanding into various states, state by state, working with skill development centers as they move forward. And notwithstanding that, they also have imminent conversations across borders with other developing nations where there is an opportunity to train them. So India for the world. We spoke about progression. Next is preservation. Mankind wanted to preserve water. We built dams. We also wanted to travel and reduce the distance of travel, reduce the time of travel. So what we did, we built over-the-river bridges. But who actually preserves these bridges? Who actually surveys these bridges? Let's not forget, India has got 5,000 dams and 145,000 bridges. Most of it is age old. And to put things in context, from in the last 4 decades, pre-2017, the total number of bridges that has collapsed in India alone is 2,314. Thanks to Biswajit sitting there, my good friend from Croatia Technologies, they are one of the 3 in India who are actually doing underwater unmanned surveillance, and I'm proud to say they've actually saved lives, real lives. And we all wanted to go electric. But with electricity and going electric comes the next, in my opinion, next largest form of toxicity, which is batteries. How are we going to preserve batteries? How are we going to kind of ensure they're dissipated properly? Thanks to Nexus Power, a company which NGIS has founded, which has actually been able to leverage the crop residue coming out of rice and wheat and high-protein crops to be able to create biodegradable batteries. Now, hopefully, when it is all fully commercialized, now they're pre-revenue, moving on to revenue, fully commercialized, when most of us walk out of the Delhi airport, we'll be able to see Delhi signboard, hopefully. But then comes inclusivity. There are 400+ million people across the world who are born deaf and dumb. It's not about them integrating with us, it's about we integrating with them. That is very important. So think about Deep Vision, another portfolio company with NGIS founded, or NGIS funded, which is nothing but a Google translator to translate, I beg your pardon, sign language to text and speech and vice versa. In not very far world, we should be in a position to actually communicate with those people over a Zoom call using sign language with them, and we talk the normal language. At the same time, they will also get to potentially be able to enjoy the Amazon Prime and Netflix of this world by just a click of a button and the avatars pop up. This is what this program is all about. But these are just snippets of tangible innovations that has been sourced from within the country. However, discovering what I call innovators or enablers of this radical transition across the country, when you have 750+ districts, is no mean feat, right? And how do you do that? That's a mammoth task that STPI has embarked, and that's what they've delivered. To put things in context, you're talking about 6,000+ applications across the country from across various states, scrutinized, left, right, and center, sleepless nights. And of that, the investments have actually gone into 23 states out of India. That's a mammoth effort in 2 years. And not only that, we spoke about, in the previous meeting, we spoke about bringing in women entrepreneurs from various parts of India. The program has actually helped 30 to 35% of these people come in, and it has been founded. So these are some of the examples, notwithstanding the other success criteria that the success metrics this particular program has delivered. So that is all past. STPI now is, just like mankind, is on a radical transition. It is leaping to the next stage. It is providing the platform for investors and also innovators like yourself to pronounce a leap of faith and get in there to do the magic, get in there to deliver value to mankind. And I promise we will join with you along the way to deliver value for you, deliver value for mankind as we progress. And before I conclude, as they say, a one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Let's do this together, advance mankind. Together we win, together we grow. Thank you. Jai Hind.
I think that was very deep and meaningful, because I don't think that we can exist without sustainability and being inclusive at all now. And I'm glad that forums such as this are highlighting the importance of, in fact, going back to basics, going back to the soil. So thank you, Prem. That was really enriching, and it really covered points which entrepreneurs of today can enable the ecosystem to be together in the phase. Thanks for that. I think the time has come when I want to invite some of the investor partners who are here today to join us on the stage for exchange of MoUs, and would like to invite Dr. Devesh Tyagi, Senior Director, STPI, and Gitika Dayal as Executive Director, TIE Delhi-NCR, please, to come on the stage. Round of applause for them, of course. And I will be inviting Mr. Manish Srivastava, Alpha Value Ventures, to come on the stage for the MOU. Mr. Manish Srivastava, Alpha Value Ventures. As they will be doing the MOU, we will all cheer for them, and this is very important. Now I'll invite Ms. Seema Chaturvedi, AWE Fund. Let's please invite Seema Chaturvedi, AWE Fund, please. Please clap for her and encourage this MOU signing. Let's clap again. Mr. Pankaj Thakkar, Pad Up Ventures, please come up on the stage. Mr. Pankaj Thakkar, Pad Up Ventures. We can clap for him, please. Thank you. Mr. Girish Shivani, Your Nest VC Fund, please come up on this stage. We can clap for him, please. Thank you. Fantastic. Apurva Beniwal, She Capital. Apurva Beniwal, She Capital. Do we have Apurva here? Okay, maybe we can move. May I now request Dr. Devesh Tyagi to continue to be on the stage as I now invite Mr. Ashok Singh, Mumbai Angels. Mr. Ashok Singh, Mumbai Angels. Thank you. Dr. Vishal, BioRx Venture. Oh, sorry, this is continue. Sorry, okay. Dr. Vishal, BioRx Venture. Mr. Amol Majumdar, Redif India. Mr. Amol Majumdar, Redif India. Welcome, sir. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Other funds and partners who are not here are also being announced today, and the MoUs shall be signed in exchange during the upcoming summits. 100X VC. We can keep clapping for them, though they are not here, but we can clap for them. 100X VC, Chandigarh Angels Network, Z20 Studio, Anicut Capital, B Capital Group, FAD Network, Thai Silicon Valley. So thank you, investors. What a powerful and promising start to the path-breaking program. One round of applause for everybody, okay? Thank you. All right. So, and now we all have to release the STPI's KnowledgeUp series report from startup to scale up, the role of digital India and opportunities ahead. Fifth report of the STPI KnowledgeUp series. STPI KnowledgeUp series is a significant step towards addressing the knowledge-related need for the startups. But before the report, let's see an audiovisual curtain raiser for the report. This definitely needs more energy because there is so much coming, right? So I think let's put some energy together because I think this is the start of things to happen. So now that we want to release the report today with the dignitaries on dais, which Shri Parneet Singhal, Director One Lattice, and Shri Subodh Sachan, Director Innovations and Startups, STPI, on dais. Please, thank you so much. I am sure these knowledge reports shall serve as valuable resources for startups, helping them gain a competitive edge, make informed decisions, attract investments, and navigate their industry landscape with confidence. By leveraging the insights and information of these reports, startups can optimize their strategies, accelerate growth, and increase their chances of success. So with that powerful one, I now invite our guest of honor, Shri Sushil Pal, to address the audience, please. I would request Sir to come on the stage.
Good morning, Secretary Sir, who is the chief guest for today's event, DG STPI, Mr. Arvind Kumar, Alok Mittal, co-founder Indifi, President TIE Delhi-NCR, Dr. Saurabh Srivastava, the Chairman Emeritus Delhi-NCR, and fellow investor partners, ladies and gentlemen. I would begin by congratulating STPI for organizing this Leap Ahead Summit, which is a part of the NGIS scheme as such, and specifically tailored to cater to those startups, which are in a growth stage or in a scaling stage, and which are looking to diversify to a larger geographical boundary, and it's tailored to provide a very structured and a high-quality mentorship program for the next 3 months to connect them globally. STPI, as we all know, as has been mentioned earlier by speakers, has been playing a very instrumental and pivotal role in IT and ITS export, and has, with the changing time, has metamorphosed into a new role and has emerged as a champion for establishing the startup ecosystem in the country. And rightly so, with its 63 centers, 55 in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, 22 COEs in various emerging startup areas. Our startup has been a great success story for our country, and we have seen exponential growth in the last 7-8 years, and a manifold increase in number of investors, number of incubators, number of startups who have been able to raise fund. And we have more than 100,000 startups, roughly 108 or 110 unicorns. And what is remarkable is that at a time when we had roughly 1 unicorn coming up in the year 2016-17, we had almost 11 unicorns in 2020, 44 unicorns in 2021, and 22 unicorns in 2022. So this remarkable shift has come because of the various interventions taken by government as such, by establishment of the various digital public infrastructures which government has created through its policy interventions, which provide the digital ID platform, enabling the authentication online and doing it remotely, making customer acquisition very easy and also very cost effective, and also enabling various the platform for payments. So what is significant is that 70% of these unicorns have been added in the last 3 years, but then we are not looking at these 110 unicorns, we are looking at many of those thousands of other startups which are very close to become unicorns. As they say, for every Mozart that that comes out with a big splash early, there are hundreds back which are ascending slowly and will be blooming a bit late though, but they'll be blooming definitely. So we are looking at 100 of those startups like you, which will be emerging as the unicorns in the coming years. And another which is interesting point is that what we have achieved today is largely because of the focus in the tier 1 towns, to name a Delhi, Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and all, maybe 5-6 towns. And our focus or the success story from the tier 2 and tier 3 town is yet to emerge completely, although it's slowly building up. And as this ecosystem has many challenges, as has been pointed out various speakers, like access to funding, to the mentorship, etc., regulatory challenges, product to market fit, customer identification, and our MeitY with its interventions, with its scheme, keeps on or try to address to overcome these challenges. NGIS is one of the such incentive wherein 25 lakh of seed funding is provided. And what I saw that the STPI is implementing NGIS through its 12 centers in tier 2, and they have 55 centers in tier 2 towns. And I sincerely hope that this scheme will spread to the rest of the 55 minus 12 centers. And if this scheme has to actually go to the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. We have another scheme called Genesis, which is also focused specifically for tier 2 and tier 3 cities, roughly 500 crore for 5 years, which also provides for the paid up capital as well as the follow-on funding for amount up to 40 to 50 lakh. And I'm happy to note that the 18 startups have been given funding support today for roughly 5.6 crore, and we sincerely hope that they would benefit from the Leap Ahead program, and our funding manager for the NGIS, Pontaq, would be making sure that the additional funding for those startups are provided timely. With that, I would wish STPI a huge success for this Leap Ahead initiative. And I'm sure this would provide a new learning into customizing or customizing incentives, customizing the interventions for the various categories or for the various levels of the startups. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. We are now thrilled to facilitate the winners of Build for Bharat IoT Challenge, a joint initiative launched earlier by STPI and GeoThings Private Limited to encourage the startups to brainstorm, design, and build the next generation consumer business-centric innovative solutions for the next billion. For that, I would like to invite Ms. Vishakha Sehgal, Vice President and Head Strategic Initiatives, Regulatory Policy and Research, GeoThings Limited, and team JTL, along with Jurisdictional Director, STPI Bangalore, and CEO IoT Open Lab, CEO Shri Shailendra Tyagiji, on stage. So let's welcome them with a round of applause. And so it's time for some winnings here. We'll request Ms. Vishakha to give out the checks. To the second runner-up first, Casper Tech Innovations Private Limited from Bikaner, Rajasthan. Please come on the stage. Please give them a huge round of applause because they've been winning this. So absolutely stunning. Thank you. Now I invite the first runner-up, Embel Technologies Private Limited from Pune, Maharashtra, to come on the stage, please. We can give them more energy, I'm sure. I mean, this is huge for them, and I'm sure that we can clap for them. As you can see, it is a beautiful check being given. And now the winner, Build for Bharat Challenge, Tranquility IoT and Big Data Solutions Private Limited from Kerala. They received the check as well. So congratulations to all the 3 winners here who were chosen after multi-tier selection process of more than 95 applications. So this is commendable. During the challenge, 20 shortlisted startups were also extended to support and evolve the solution technically, included enabling them for the IoT starter kits, tools, and platform access. So one more round of applause for them, and then we start. It's the time to come to the moment we all have waited. It's for the launch of Leap Ahead by our Secretary, MeitY, and Dignitaries. Just to tell you what Leap Ahead is, it is an accelerated program. I'm sorry, just one moment. I have to read it again. Just one moment, please. All right. So just the Leap Ahead program is the launchpad for tech entrepreneur towards accelerated growth and pioneering ahead, a pan-India initiative to select tech startups. This is a remarkable opportunity for startups to accelerate their growth. Some of the best funds across the country are collaborating as partners for this program in order to scout and fund some of the most high potential and path-breaking startups across the country. May I now request the keynote speaker, Chief Guest Shri S. Krishnan, to come on the stage, please. Thank you to talk about the Leap Ahead program. To launch the Leap Ahead program, sorry. There is a video that we must watch to get exactly what the program is all about. So please, on the screen. Thanks, and that promises to be a shot in the arm for young founders innovating for tomorrow. Let me please invite our keynote address by Chief Guest S. Krishnanji to come here, please, and deliver the note. Thank you so much.
Shri Arvind Kumar, Director General STPI, Dr. Saurabh Srivastava, Chairman Emeritus of TIE Delhi-NCR and co-founder of the India Angel Network, my colleague in the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Mr. Sushil Pal, Shri Alok Mittal, co-founder of Indifi Technologies and TIE Delhi-NCR, Mr. Ashok Singh, Executive Vice President, Mumbai Angels, Mr. Prem, Barthasarathy, Managing Partner of Pontaq Ventures India, LLP, Ms. Manjusha Chaurasia, again my colleague in the ministry. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to participate in this grand event that STPI has put together this morning. Very timely in terms of emphasizing both the opportunities that lie for entrepreneurship in India, the possibilities of using technology, building on technology, and the manner in which it can contribute to society at large. Today you heard from Dr. Saurabh Srivastava where all this began. Sometimes it's very important to look back to figure out where things began and what the transformation is. If STPI is in a position to support activities of this nature today, it is because of the way it was envisaged and the opportunities that it has created for itself. Equally important is the fact that as things change, as the economy changes, as the nature of the businesses in which they can be involved in changes, there needs to be a change in the role of STPI as well. Today, India is no longer known as a BPO destination or as an outsourcing destination alone. Today, it is known as a destination, which is where we started with STPI. Today, we have evolved from that stage into a place where there are global capability centers, there are R&D centers, there are engineering development centers. We moved up the value chain. And there are a large number of entrepreneurs who can actually take advantage of all the work that has gone before to build on it. Mr. Prem Barthasarathy outlined the possibilities, what some of the companies have actually done and delivered, and the difference that they are able to make to society. The report which has been released today talks about the opportunities that Digital India provides for entrepreneurs. What are the opportunities that can be used by entrepreneurs, can be leveraged by entrepreneurs, on the one hand to build a successful business, and on the other hand to deliver a major service. India stands as the leader in digital public infrastructure across the world. And that digital public infrastructure can now be used in multiple ways by entrepreneurs and others to actually build successful enterprises. India Stack is a valuable example of that. This is available for many of you to build on. And while we support technology startups, while we support entrepreneurs in the technology space, technology supports everything else. A real-world business in agriculture, a business in healthcare, a business in education, a business in manufacturing, all of those can be supported by technology today. And the combination of what is available at scale in India is something that we can grow with. But today's event also emphasizes another very important element, which is that the benefits that we have seen accrue to students, the youth living in larger cities, metropolitan cities, needs to really grow into the rest of India's vast hinterland. The Next Generation Innovation Scheme, NGIS, is oriented to take this program to Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. 12 such entrepreneurial hubs are being promoted by STPI, and some of them today will receive during the course of today their investment support. Why is this important? Sometimes we don't realize the scale that is India. We are so unused to the idea of scale. We live here, so we figure that, this is the way the rest of the world is. But you should realize that, we are the most populous nation in the world. A large Indian state is larger than many countries. Each state is the size of a large European state. Our state next door, Uttar Pradesh, is larger, is probably the 5th largest country in the world. So the scale is tremendous. If it were a country, it would be the 5th largest. The scale is tremendous. So the opportunities are also endless. And you have youth in smaller cities who have the hunger to do more and achieve more. And that is the hunger and that is the fire in the belly that we really need to build on. And I think more than anything else, that is the message from today's event, to actually take it to the second and third tier cities. I've seen the startup move evolve. Everyone talks about the energy in Bengaluru. Everyone talks about how it's an international destination. Many of you present here today represent venture capital funds, represent angel investors. My request to you is go beyond that. Because startups get started up somewhere else and gravitate towards the place where the venture capitalists are, because that's where they find the best opportunity to make their pitch and raise money. On the other hand, if the providers of capital fan out throughout the territory of India, look at different locations, look at the energy that is there, look at the hunger that is there, and look at the kind of enterprises that come up in those locations, not only will you find far better opportunities, far better enterprises, newer and more innovative enterprises to invest in, you will also, so it is on the one hand a great investment opportunity for you, equally on the other hand, it is a larger service that you'd be doing to not just India, but the rest of the world as well, because some of the finest enterprises would actually come up at those locations. So I would urge all the investors who are present here today, and I thank you for having turned out in such large numbers, to look at this opportunity. And the other element that I would just like to leave with you is, many of you are prospective mentors. Many of you have led successful businesses. Many of you have yourselves assisted others to go up or have been successful in yourself. You may not even want to make an investment in terms of money, in terms of capital. But if you can make an investment in terms of time and mentor many of the newer age businesses which are coming up at smaller locations, identify friends and others from your network who can enable this mentoring to take place, that would be another signal contribution that you can make. Because oftentimes, successful businesses basically need somebody to handhold them in the early stages, to walk them through the baby steps that they take and make sure that they are successful. As far as the government is concerned, our basic objective is to spread this social objective of ensuring that entrepreneurship spreads across the country, spreads to excluded areas, spreads amongst excluded groups and communities so that everyone is able to participate. Greater inclusion is our main objective. We would like to see more women come up as entrepreneurs. We would like to see more vulnerable sections of the population come up as entrepreneurs. We would like to see more people from tier 2, tier 3 and remoter parts of the country come up as entrepreneurs. And that is where our partnership can really work for the greater good of the country. Having said this, let me once again congratulate STPI, which within the organizations that function in MeitY is well poised to create this opportunity. It has 63 centers across the country. In 22 of them, they have centers of entrepreneurship. We will look to expand that further, and through programs like this, we will certainly look to take the message of entrepreneurship, which in itself will lead to significantly greater growth for the country and make India a leading player using and leapfrogging on technology, on the advantages that India has in terms of technology. And this would probably be the opportunity and the wave that we need to ride to truly make India a developed nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I think what you said really stayed with me, that from agriculture to Chandrayaan, technology helps us all the way. But to empower each other, we need more humans. So let's empower, let's be more inclusive. And thank you for mentioning that we need more women on the stage. So I would like to invite Ms. Manjusha Chaurasia ji, please, to come on the stage and give your word of thanks and speak to us. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and dignitaries present on the dais. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate entrepreneurship, innovation, and the boundless potential that the startup have. I stand before you with a heartfelt gratitude and the sense of immense privilege. I am honored to get the opportunity to present vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. First and foremost, I would like to thank Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and IT, Shri S. Krishnan sir, for blessing the event with his august presence. Sir, your insight and experience sharing have been invaluable for us. We are inspired by your great words. Today, we are definitely moving from best outsourcing destination to the technology creators. We are building the technology. We are using the technology for the societal goods. So thank you very much, sir. I would like to express our sincere thanks to Joint Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and IT, Shri Sushil Pal sir, for overall support and guidance, without which it would be difficult to bring all the stakeholders together. Sir, we would look forward for your continuous support for all our future endeavors. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Shri Arvind Kumar, Director General STPI, and our team in STPI, Subodh sir, Amit ji, and all who are directly or indirectly involved in organizing this event and in our overall startup support ecosystem. It is their tireless efforts, meticulous planning, and unwavering commitment which has made the summit possible. Your hard work and commitment need special mention, sir. I am thankful to Dr. Saurabh Srivastava, Chairman Emeritus, TIE Delhi-NCR, and co-founder Indian Angel Network. Sir, your support is instrumental for the growth of startups. Sir was always present whenever we required him. He was throughout supportive in policy making and all. Since the STPI was made, he was there with us, with the government, for all the initiative. He is an expert available to us. So thank you very much, sir. I would like to express my gratitude towards Shri Alok Mittal, co-founder Indifi Technologies and President TIE Delhi-NCR, for support. and inclination for going through the sectors and various geographies. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our investors partner, Shri Alok Singh, Executive Vice President, Investors Relations Mumbai Angels, and Shri Prem Barthasarathy, Managing Partner, Pontaq Venture India LLP, for support to the startup in raising the external funds. And Premji, I expect that our rest of the startup will get the follow-on funding soon. So thank you very much, sir, for your support and business growth. I'm grateful to Delhi-NCR chapter for organizing the event. I'm grateful to all the participating startups, which are crucial pillar to the Indian economy. You are the key drivers of innovation, job creation, and economic and societal growth of the country. So keep innovating, dream, and discover. In the closing, I would like to thank all the participants. I want to emphasize that it is the collective effort, support, and participation that had made this startup event and overall creating the holistic ecosystem across the country possible. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and this definitely calls for a token of thanks. So may I please request Shri Arvind Kumar ji to give the token of thanks to Shri S. Krishnan, our chief guest. Thank you very much, sir. I mean, this was a great launch and a great initiative. So let's give a huge round of applause for having established such a beautiful and eventful launch today. Now I request Ms. Gitika Dayal to give the token of thanks to everybody else who are present here as dignitaries and special guests for us. Thank you very much. I hope everybody will not only participate but also spread the word and take this as a memento of carrying it forward to all the founders and an opportunity to participate in this initiative. So with a huge thanks to everybody who is here today, this event has been very, very successful. Thank you for clapping for everybody and saying your bit of thanks for everybody, so that will be huge for them as well. Can we clap for them, please? Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. So thank you. This was very eventful, and we appreciate your attention. This is tea break for 15 minutes. Because we also care for your time, and the event started a bit late, so the tea break is only for 15 minutes. Please come back for a very impressive round of panel discussions lined up. So please don't go away. The tea is available at the back of the event hall itself. So please do come back in 15 minutes, okay? Thank you.